Good morning.
Chào buổi tối mọi người, chào mọi người đã trở lại với SGN Saigon và mình là Bella.
Yo, are they still playing karaoke?
Yeah.
Is that good news?
No.
No. Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
Từ từ.
Good morning.
Chào buổi tối mọi người, chào mừng mọi người đã trở lại với SGN Saigon và mình là Bella.
And welcome back to SGN Saigon. I'm your host Prime. Today is Wednesday, April 8th. First of all, we'd like to shout out, as usual, John Krasinski for giving us the idea for an all-good news platform, which we desperately need in such times. Good on him. Our first piece of good news today comes from Vietnam Express. Vietnam had not recorded new coronavirus infections Sunday morning, keeping the country's tally at 240, the health ministry had said. On March 6th, Hanoian
Nguyễn Hồng Nhung
was confirmed COVID-19 positive after returning from Europe. Before that, Vietnam had gone 22 days without recording a new infection. Although since then, new infections have been recorded every day, most days there have been fewer than 5. We're glad to see Vietnam is taking this threat so seriously, unlike other countries such as the UK, where this Shrek lookalike's promotion of herd immunity got his dumbass taken to the ICU. Not that anybody deserves it.
No, don't.
He deserves it. He deserves it. I'm sorry. He deserves it. He deserves it. But for Vietnam, this is good news.
Good news.
The next piece of good news comes from a Vietnamese Facebook page for Saigonese, where a list of businesses, homes, and restaurants that are supplying meals to the homeless during these trying times can be found for free. This originally began as a plot to help those selling lottery tickets after they were unable to make a living during the social distancing campaign, but branched out to include any individuals down on their luck during the lockdown. We tried to set up one of our own here in Binh Tan, with my friend Anthony manning the station, but apparently he only had 3 customers and all they got was chlamydia. But this is good news.
Good news.
Next, from VietnamNews.vn. With a passion for technology, a secondary school student from the northern province of
Quảng Ninh
has designed an automatic hand sanitizer to help fight the spread of COVID-19. He said, and I quote, "I see people using plastic disinfectant bottles, which may be at risk of cross-contamination. So I came up with the idea of making an automatic hand sanitizer machine at a reduced cost to solve the problem," he was quoted as saying. We all know what teenage boys will repurpose the machines after for, but it, they deserve it. This is good news.
Good news.
Moving on, some good news from
Báo Tuổi Trẻ.
a good Samaritan in Tân Phú named
Hoàng Tuấn Anh
figured out a way to do his part by putting a giant box of rice on his rooftops, and through a series of tubes, after a button is pressed, anyone who wishes can receive 1.5 kilograms of rice for free, dubbing it the Rice ATM. The man used his knowledge of smart lock technology, his original business, to create the device. There are also mats on the floor to line up in accordance with social distancing measures. Every day, he puts 500 kilograms of rice and hires 3 staff to man it 24 hours a day to those in need. Well, one thing's for sure, it doesn't get much more Vietnamese than that.
Well, I bet they know make one good bath soup.
This is good news!
Good news.
And finally, we have some good news of our own here at SGN Saigon. Our friend, Jim Krasinski, actually... Lastly, we have some good news of our own here at SGN Saigon. When our friend, John Krasinski, pictured here, decided to feature us in his admittedly inferior version of SGN. We'd like to thank him. He's a great guy, and of course the only man to ever successfully color coordinate a tutu and a tie. Big ups to John Krasinski. This is good news.
Good news.
Please stop messaging us. It's enough. We don't care you are on the office. Nobody watches that. Still, thanks for the shout out. Okay. So everybody, that's been our episode for tonight. Stay positive out there, Saigon, and remember, if you have any good news, be sure to leave it in the comments below. Also in the description, you can find the links for today's articles. I'm Prime from SGN Saigon.
Và mình là Bella. Tạm biệt mọi người.
Good night everyone and stay safe out there. Bye bye.
Good night.